So we're back here in the Irithyll dungeon. We're gonna investigate a secret area, and we brought along somebody for this short little bit.
Hey guys.
So why don't you introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Dumbo-sama. Yeah, there you go.
It's the best one we've had.
So what do you know about the Dark Souls?
I've played all of them. I played all of them except Demon Souls, and I liked 2, so I'm sure that makes me horrible.
I mean, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, no, it's
Although I like Bloodborne better than the Dark Souls series, and I like Neo better than the Dark Souls games, so thanks for having me on.
Oh man, just gonna mute the rest of your audio.
Oh boy. I'm not the one deleted this time. That's exciting.
I can delete both of you. It'll just be me this time.
Oh, okay.
So what we're doing is we found the Path of the Dragon gesture after beating Osiris. So we came back here, we performed this gesture, and we're teleported to a brand new area.
It's so bright.
Oh, yeah.
And it has all these little rock sculptures you can just destroy for no reason.
Why not?
Physics engine pays for itself.
Yeah, right. We finally used it.
So this is the area that I don't believe anyone could have possibly found on their own, because you have to know that it's here, and you have to know to do the right gesture.
Yeah, that's a lot of steps.
Yeah, I played through the entire base game, and then I read about it, and I was like, wait a minute, you can do what in the Irithyll dungeons?
So this area is going to be filled with these little snake dragon things. They remind me a bit of the snake people from Sen's Fortress.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah, I can see that.
Except they all spit fireballs and they're incredibly not cool.
Maybe they're evolved.
They're probably uglier because they had to cover up.
Well, I mean, that's a given.
They're just not used to the light, guys.
You could almost say they were blinded by it.
Oh, God. No. And now we're getting rid of Lobo. Or no, wait, I am Lobo.
We are still getting rid of you, yes, that's correct.
I mean, yeah, no, that's implied.
So it might surprise you to know we are actually almost at the first boss.
Oh, that soon. Wow.
Yes, if I were to follow this path just a little bit farther, make a right-hand turn, we'd be at the boss gate.
Wow. Okay, that's fast.
So a short video, this one, yeah.
Yeah, not a big area, huh?
We've got plenty more of this area to explore.
Oh. Well, alright. I do like the layout and the look of this area. It's neat.
I think it's supposed to be pretty reminiscent of like the Dragon Airy from Dark Souls 2.
Yeah, Dragon Airy's a bit more kind of like a Roger Dean painting than this, though. This is just, like, nice.
Mm-hmm. Nice and bright.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we didn't see it, but it's kind of entirely left up to your imagination how we just sort of passed out and got teleported here.
Yeah, that's just... You're here now. We didn't have time to make an animation for it.
I guess if you sit cross-legged, you just think too hard.
This is all a dream.
Look, it's hard to bring a Dark Souls game out every year or so you gotta cut some corners somewhere.
That's true. It's a big old dragon snake, man. Thing.
Well, they drop good things, and they also have a tendency to have stretchy necks.
I saw that.
So we can't get through that gate just yet. I just passed the lever, actually, to lift it, so they didn't make that too difficult.
No, that was pretty easy. Can't get or don't want to get past that gate yet.
This upcoming boss is one of the most interesting in the game. I would say there is a right way and a wrong way to fight this boss.
Yeah.
Or it's more of a quick way and a stubborn way.
Oh, okay.
I got past this guy and then just couldn't do the rest of this area, so... If I can manage it, there's definitely a right way.
Fair enough. No, he's missing his tail.
So it's dragon time.
Oh, he's not missing his tail. It just didn't render properly.
His
Okay.
tail is having some problems, yes.
Yeah.
So the thing about this boss fight is we could just stay at his feet and try to take him out, but there's this whole area hidden off to the side.
Yeah.
A lot of very angry snake people, too.
I've seen... Oh, wow. Alright. And there's no going back in there.
So we can, if we want to, try to take on the boss and just chip away at its health for just about ever. This guy has way too much health. Or we can try to find a secret to defeating this boss by running around the area.
Yeah, I can't imagine fighting a dragon like that, just constantly in his feet.
Yeah, at least the dragons in 2 are smaller, like...
I'd say he's more like not Guardian Dragon, Ancient Dragon sized.
Yeah.
He's also about as prevalent with the fire.
Yep.
Good. Snake people hiding. That's always fun.
As they will.
There are actually a lot more that are hiding. One right up this staircase likes to try to jump out and stab you.
Of course he does. Snake people. They're the worst.
So it's also a good idea to do this during the boss fight because there are a lot of really good items you can find around here, particularly Titanite chunks. But we're kind of getting a little far away from the fight.
Very far away. I can't even hear the dragon anymore.
So I guess we're just going to do the rest of the Archdragon Peak and just have this really cool boss music playing through the whole time then.
Yeah. No, that would be fun. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I can just edit that in.
Just skip over the boss entirely. Like, it's not important.
And the right way to do the boss is to run away from the boss.
That sounds right.
But we are now officially at the part of the game where I run out of things to spend my souls on and kind of just build them up.
Oh, wow. You're not kidding. You could be leveling, though, right? Like,
Oh,
just done
with
doing that?
just this amount of souls, I could level up maybe like 10 to 20 times.
oh, man.
Yeah, but why would you do that when you can have a challenge?
Right, good point. Aw, their little baby fire. It's so cute.
Yeah, I'm more worried about the big fire.
Yep.
I've played these games before. Dragons and bridges are a bad mix.
They don't go well together, that's for sure.
So the reason I'm waiting to have this guy come over here is he has a throwable axe,
Oh, nice.
Oh, great.
and he is very generous with using it.
That's not terrifying at all.
So I really don't want to be caught on that bridge trying to deal with this guy when there's a giant source of fire that just pops out.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, those are two things that are very bad.
So we only have 2 more enemies to go, and then we've cleared out all of these little guys.
I was just gonna ask, can he hit you up there? And of course he can. There's no saving grace there. You get tired of flying?
He's got to rest his wings.
Alright. He is an ancient wyvern. Oh. Okay, that's good.
So, have you thought of any ways to deal with this boss? I mean, he's got so much health, and I mean that. He does have a ton of health.
I was thinking drop something on him.
We could try that. We're right above him now.
Yeah. Or is it just a plunge attack? Is it really just going to be a plunge attack?
Well, I don't see how that would help at all.
Alright.
Like, I did just look this up, and I think he has like 25,000 health?
Yikes.
Something crazy like that.
Oh no, that looks like a plunge attack setup. Like, this is...
Like the plunge attack on the Asylum Demon only does like, what, a third of his health or something?
I think so. So, time to say goodbye to us.
Okay, well, it was fun. Okay. Did you just punch him?
Yep, I just punched his head in.
Oh, he had a soft spot on top of his head like a baby.
An ancient baby.
An ancient baby.
So the Ancient Wyvern is the only boss in the game, I believe, that does not have a bonfire spawn.
Well, it looks like you're just disappearing, so...
That's mostly why there is not a bonfire.
Well, that was fun.
So now for the actual difficult part
Oh,
of this area.
that was just a test. You now have to slog your way through the dragon fight.
But hold on, I just got a new item and I need to show it off.
Of course. Oh, that is freaky.
It's perfect. And now I can breathe fire.
Huh. Alright.
This uses up my stamina, so I can't do it infinitely.
I like the horse stance that you've got going on when you're standing still. You just spread them knees.
It is a very cool move. Like, it's not very practical, but it's cool.
Nope. You gotta plant yourself before you breathe that fire.
So I sat there to restart something because that bell we're hearing, this snake lady thing is spawning in enemies.
Ugh. That is a crazy looking snake lady.
I like her hat.
It's a nice hat.
Yeah. Gotta be fashionable in these times.
I'm sure it is.
That's all they've got.
It's gotta hide that snake face.
So unfortunately, killing her does not get rid of that enemy. So we're gonna have to deal with him eventually.
Okay.
These little guys can be kind of nasty though, because they have a ton of poise.
Well, right up until you knock them off the edge.
I said poise, not health. So we can make a bit more use out of that gesture. Just gotta find the right spot.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that's cool.
Calamity ring. That sounds cool.
That's Calamite, as in Calamity Calamite. That's the item you get from killing him.
Oh, that's cool.
You take, I think, double damage. That's it.
That's... Okay. That is a calamitous ring.
Only the most useful of items in Dark Souls lore.
Right.
So I got really confused the first time I played this and wasn't sure if I was actually fighting a person, but this is, he's an NPC.
He just showed up. Ooh, that's a good sounding sword, too. I like this area.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of dragon everything.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Like, we just picked up Ornstein's spear.
Does it shoot the lightning?
I don't know.
It looks cool, at least.
Yeah. Don't try to bite me.
Yeah, that guy got me my first time here.
I would say that this stretch is maybe the second hardest enemy placement in this area.
Yeah, this is the bit that kicked my ass and made me quit.
So there are a lot of these little guys, and they hide behind shields. They're not really the problem. You can accidentally aggro a bigger guy as well.
Oh, of course. Why not?
So you can see I'm checking that doorway.
Gotta check them corners. Yeah, not a problem. That's easy. Oh, another one.
So the way that you can actually deal with that guy is you can sneak around him.
Oh. That's a good way to do it.
Because I think once he aggroes, all of the enemies in the immediate area also aggro.
Yeah, I think so.
So now it's just a one-on-one fight.
I do like fighting these big snake guys, but I think the sheer volume of them in this area, plus the fact you're basically on a catwalk, just makes it really tough.
Too close quarters. He slowly backs up back to the safety of the ledge there.
I guess I'll never get that item.
Ah, well.
So coming up here is probably the most important thing you'll do in this area, because you need this lightning defense ring.
That's not good.
That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
I'm sure it's nothing. I'm sure it's not that bad.
No, it's probably fine. Can't imagine what you need lightning defense for.
So here's the really precarious catwalk that if you try to run past all the enemies, you can still get chased and knocked off.
Ugh. No thanks. Oh, can you get it? Yeah, you got it.
So thankfully, I'm pretty sure there are no mimics in this area. Maybe one, I forget.
Well, this bit's all new to me, and I was pretty sure that was a mimic.
There are a lot of them in this game. Oh, hello.
So that attack really hurts because they can just kind of come at you and not stop.
Yeah.
Though they do have a real propensity for rolling right off the edge.
I gotta see that.
So there's an enemy upcoming that before I even recorded this video, I had never beaten him before, and I decided, hey, why don't I try it out?
Uh-huh.
So
Oh,
he's given us a stare down.
Ah, good. Another wyvern.
I was kind of right.
This time, we're gonna take it on melee to melee.
Oh no.
Mostly because I'm going to get stepped on.
Yeah? Yep, there
And
it is.
when I say mostly, I mean...
Absolutely gonna get stepped on, uh-huh.
Ah, good.
Can you take his tail off?
I don't believe so.
Yeah.
There is a very, very good reason you would want to kill this thing, though. Which, again, I found out after this, and I was like, oh, that was actually worth it.
He shows up in the boss fight.
No.
Okay.
They don't need to make that any harder than it already is.
Yeah, it would be pretty awful.
So you might have heard that bell ringing in the background.
Mm-hmm.
That means that some other players are doing something in their game world.
Oh.
But I need to speed this up because it took a while.
They have that bell mechanics in Bloodborne as well, isn't it?
It's definitely in the first Dark Souls.
Yeah, you can hear the other bells after the Quelaag and the gargoyles and all that.
Oh, man, this is just awful.
And we're still a little bit from the next bonfire, so...
Oh, no.
So after you beat this guy, you get a ton of good stuff.
Nice.
Wow. Very nice.
Definitely worth it, though.
Yeah.
Oh,
even if
this
it
part
was...
is maybe not worth it.
Nope, this looks awful.
The more I aggro, the worse it gets.
Oh, they breathe fire! Of course they do.
They're basically the dongos, like...
Without the explosions.
Yeah, well, don't want to make them too hard.
No, he didn't want to go off the edge. You jerk.
He might still. I don't know if there's a way to knock them onto their stomach, and maybe that'll do more damage, but I just deal with them the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, that's probably for the best.
So we're almost clear of these guys.
Almost.
It's also weird that they have 8 legs. I feel like that was maybe a little like an unnecessary number.
Yeah, does it really give them any better movement? Like, evolutionary speaking.
Well, they don't really walk anywhere, so it is kind of superfluous.
It's, yeah, pretty much. They roll everywhere, so maybe it helps them tuck better.
So unlike the Drake Blood Knight, there's a bit of a familiar character here, except he's mostly naked for some reason.
Why not?
It's warm.
It's a very summery area, I suppose.
Except I'm pretty sure that's Wolnir's crown, so I don't know why Rickard here, famous for his rapier, is just being naked.
He's lost his mind.
So that right up there, that's the next boss.
The bell?
Pretty much.
Okay.
All people would say that the upcoming boss fight is the hardest in the base game, and for really good reason.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I mean, have you ever tried to fight a bell before?
I can't say that I have, but I imagine it's tough.
So we're just coming back to where we picked up the Path of the Dragon gesture, because once you beat that first Drake Blood Knight, his armor actually spawns back here.
Cool.
Ooh. Nice. That's exciting.
So now we're just going to go back to the Ancient Wyvern Arena, because there are a couple of items that we actually missed. Only because I had to run away at the start of the fight.
I can't imagine why that is.
So I noticed that item up top that I missed, so we're just going to run up real quick once I remember how to get up there. So yeah, you can tackle this area pretty much as soon as you get here if you take on the Dancer early and then Osiris, but it's definitely recommended that this is a late game kind of thing.
Yeah, I can't imagine taking on the next boss, like, early game. Like, that's the most ridiculous suggestion, I think.
Yeah, or even just the second dragon. Like, screw that.
Yeah, you can just run past that guy.
I suppose.
But yeah, the next boss was actually so intimidating just hearing how difficult he was that I skipped out on doing it my first couple of playthroughs. And I guess you can't ring bells if you hit him, so 0 out of 10, this game's the worst.
Time to quit. Move on.
Gotta get that bell fight practice in.
Yeah, that's right. Practice on a smaller target.
Now there's a ring hidden here that is so valuable, but it's all the way in this area. And that's your regular defense ring.
Wow.
Jeez.